There's a town in the Arctic where time has completely frozen. Buildings stand exactly as they were left. Books still line the shelves. Lenin's statue still watches silently. And not a single soul lives there. This is Pyramiden, one of the northernmost ghost towns on Earth, and perhaps the most hauntingly preserved Soviet relic in existence. Pyramiden is located on the Svalbard archipelago, far above the Arctic Circle, just 800 miles from the North Pole. The town was originally founded by the Swedes in 1910, but in 1927 it was sold to the Soviet Union. From that moment on, Pyramiden became more than just a coal mining outpost. It was transformed into a model Soviet settlement, a utopian experiment in the most extreme environment imaginable. At its peak in the 1980s, over 1,000 people lived here, mainly Russian and Ukrainian workers and their families. Despite the harsh Arctic conditions, the town was impressively well equipped. It had a massive cultural center with a grand piano, a sports complex with a swimming pool, a school, a hospital, a greenhouse to grow vegetables, and a library with over 50,000 books. Everything was provided by the state. Residents didn't have to pay for food or housing. Life was hard, but it was structured, and for many, it was safe. But like everything in the Soviet Union, it was also heavily controlled. Access to the outside world was limited. Radio and television were censored. Letters were inspected. And if you lived here, you weren't just working, you were living inside an ideology. Then, in the 1990s, everything changed. The Soviet Union collapsed. Funding stopped. The coal mine became too expensive to run. On March 31, 1998, with very little warning, Pyramiden was abandoned. Residents left within days. But they didn't take much with them. To this day, you can walk into dorm rooms where beds are still made. You can open drawers and find photographs, personal items, even toothpaste tubes. Chess games were left mid-play. Coats still hang on hooks. It feels like everyone just vanished. What makes Pyramiden unique is how well preserved it is. The freezing Arctic temperatures essentially froze the town in time. Snow and ice took over, but the structures remained intact. Arctic foxes and polar bears now wander the empty streets. And Lenin's statue, the northernmost in the world, still stares out across the icy landscape. In the 2000s, tourists and explorers started visiting the town. A small hotel was reopened for summer visitors. A few caretakers now live there part-time to maintain some of the buildings. They give tours, tell stories, and make sure the town doesn't fully disappear. But despite these efforts, Pyramiden remains one of the eeriest places on Earth. It's not haunted by ghosts, it's haunted by ideas. By what it once represented. A frozen dream of a system that tried to build paradise in the Arctic. And failed. Pyramiden is a reminder of how fast things can disappear. An entire community, lifestyle, and ideology, lost to history and ice. It stands today as a perfectly preserved time capsule. A place where the past is always present. If you enjoyed this journey into the forgotten, make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Abandoned Earth for more haunting stories from the world's most mysterious places.